Okay, so I'm in my car and I'm just sitting here waiting for my son to get out of school, so I thought I would just chit chat with you guys. I'm gonna start doing videos like this where I just, throw a bunch of videos together because there are some times where I just want to chit chat about stuff. So I just want to be able to just, little things that are on my mind from time to time, and I want to share and I want to get y'all's feedback and stuff. I'm just gonna throw them into like a little mishmash, is that even a word? Just a little video, like this. So anyway, one thing that I was thinking about just as I was driving over here is that, every other video on TikTok right now, and I get sucked into these also. Like, I feel like everybody just does what everybody else does, And right now, the trend with makeup on TikTok, I don't know if it's on YouTube yet. I don't watch a lot of makeup videos on YouTube. I'm really set in my ways about how I do my makeup just because I know what works for me and what doesn't. And I know what I want to put on my face and what I don't want to put on my face, But anyway, like right now, the new trend is to put like a nude or like, it's like almost a nude white, like eyeliner on the waterline. And it's called, I think it's made by Tarte, and I think it's called Fake Awake or something like that. So every other video is a girl going like, oh my gosh, you've got to get this, and watch how it just brightens up my eyes and makes me look so much more wide awake. And I'm like, I don't know that it's doing that. Like whenever they do it, I'm not sitting there like, wow, you look so much better, you look so much more wide awake. To me, it looks a little bit odd actually. And then I tried it on myself and I looked ridiculous. Like I looked like this. That's what it looked like. It just looked like, why would you want to like expose your waterline? I don't know, because that's what it seems to be doing. But I don't know, there's just some certain trends that are just so funny. Like I know everybody remembers the trend, and it probably, I don't know if it's still a trend, to put the highlighter on the tip of your nose. I remember everybody was doing that, and so everybody just had these really shiny noses, and I just thought to myself, never in my mind did I ever think, that girl is so beautiful. What would make her look so much prettier is if her tip of her nose was really shiny. I don't know, there's just certain things that I just never hopped on board with because I just didn't get it, I'm like, okay, this is a trend. It's not gonna stick around. I know how trends work. I was part of a trend, which is why I don't have, very many eyebrow hairs left. So anyway, I just think it's funny how these trends just come and go. And clothes, especially. It's so hard sometimes for me to transition from, what I'm used to wearing to the new trends, because I just want things to stick around. And I feel like it's just the fashion industry that pushes that so that we'll get rid of our old clothes and then buy all the new trends, and, just so they can make money. Because why aren't we just all wanting to save money and stick with certain trends that look best on our bodies, and, I don't know, I feel like the thing that we should do most is just pick clothes that flatter our figures. These new jeans that are super, super baggy, like what are they called, like barrel jeans or something like that? I'm like, you're not gonna catch me wearing those. I'm sorry, there's just certain pants that I do not ever see myself wearing, and that is a pair. There are just some trends that I think are just not meant for everyone. The thing that I just wanted to chat about is that, one thing that sucks about getting older, and I hate to be negative sometimes, but it just really does. It sucks that as we get older, our parents get older too, and it's just scary to think about living in a world where you don't have your parents. And I'm very fortunate. My parents are pretty young. My mom was 18 when she had me. My dad was 20. That just blows my ever-loving mind. Like, my daughter is 17. I cannot imagine her with a child next year. I mean, that, and my mom already had my older sister. So my mom had my older sister, I thought she had her at 16. No, she had her at 17, I think, and then me at 18. And that is just wild. When I was 33 when I had my firstborn, my daughter, and I didn't even feel like I was ready. I was like, am I ready for this? Like, I remember being so scared I was like, I have to somehow keep this baby alive, And the thought of that was just, oh my gosh, I was the most protective most, God, it's almost embarrassing how overprotective and what a nut I was with my firstborn. Like, I remember there were times where I thought, you know, I became a stay-at-home mom when she was born, and I remember I would not want to leave her side. Like, one time she was asleep in the swing in my bedroom, and I was so thirsty, and I was like, oh my God, I've got to go to the kitchen to get a drink. What if she dies while I'm in the kitchen getting a drink? Like, these thoughts like actually went through my mind. And so I'm not even joking about this, I would bolt across the house as fast as my legs would take me, and I would get some water or whatever, and then rush back in there to make sure that she was, you know, still alive and breathing. And I slept with her. I mean, I co-slept with both my kids for a lot longer than I probably should have. I don't think, well, you know, I take that back. I don't think that I co-slept with them too long at all. As a matter of fact, I would never change a thing. My children, I feel like they're so well developed, probably because of how safe they always felt, you know, with their mom and dad. And like I said, I co-slept with my kids for a very long time, and it's so precious and it's so beautiful, and they feel safe, and I feel comforted because I know that I'm there and I can protect them, you know. Even though I'm a little woman, you know, I would do anything in my power to protect my kids, as most moms would, you know. I mean, you would jump in front of a lion. I would, in a heartbeat. I would jump in as afraid of sharks as I am. If there was a shark going towards my child and he was in the water, I would literally like try to jump on the shark. And I know that I would die. Like, it would just be, I don't even think you would think about it, right? I think you would just do it. It's making me emotional. Ugh, I hate thoughts like that, y'all. Those kind of thoughts like occupy my mind like right before bed. I just have some of the weirdest, like, oh my gosh, what if I had to like jump in front of a lion, or what if a bear came up on me and my kids, you know, what would I do to make sure that they were okay, you know? It's just, those are scary thoughts. I hate that. I hate those thoughts that I have. I feel like sometimes my thoughts just suck the joy out of things that are supposed to be fun and joyful. Like, if we're at the river, I'm like, what if a snake is in the water? Or what if there's a mountain lion or something, you know? I just have the weirdest thoughts, and I hate it because it doesn't ruin it for me because I don't let it, but it keeps me up at night. It keeps me really worried. And after we come home, I'm so thankful that we all made it home alive. Like, even if we just go to the beach, I'm just like, oh my gosh, you know, I think of riptides, and I think of sharks, and I think of, you know, sinkholes, or I just saw something on TikTok about a sinkhole. But so don't go digging at the beach too deep. Like, I think this family, they dug like 4 to 5 feet deep or something like that, and one of their children, a 7-year-old little girl, fell in the hole, and it became like a sinkhole, and she died. She literally died, and they were just trying to dig a big hole, you know. But anyway, when I think about how young my parents were, like, I think, God, how did they do it? I mean, 20 years old, that is a baby. I mean, that's 30 years ago for me, and that's just, it seems so young. You know, in your 20s, everything's so, it's like the first of everything, you know, the first time living on your own, the first time maybe even going through a breakup, you know, a serious breakup, or there's just so many firsts, you know, getting a real job. Some people have babies in their 20s, but there's so many things that go on in your 20s, and it just kind of preps you for, you know, the rest of your life, you know. Anyway, I feel like I've been talking for like 10 full minutes straight. As a matter of fact, my son's gonna be out those doors in about 5 minutes. So I've been talking like nonstop. I always have so many thoughts, and you know, my poor husband, he just, that's why he kind of encouraged me to make my channel in the first place, because I would always want to talk to him about skincare and total girl stuff, you know. And he's like, so he was really excited when I wanted to start this YouTube channel. He's like, finally, I don't have to listen to this But anyway, the reason I started that is because I was saying, you know, as we get older, our parents get older, but also we get to this age where, like, anytime I feel any type of pain in my chest or numbness in my arm or anything like that, I'm like, oh my gosh, could it be a heart attack? Oh my gosh, is this cancer? Oh my gosh. Like, once you get to be a certain age, little things that you would have never even thought of before. I could have, my whole arm could have been dead asleep and it would not have worried me or bothered me or anything like that. Now, if I ever woke up and my arm was asleep, I would like think that I was having a heart attack. You know, I would be like, we got to get to the emergency room. You know, I feel like as we get older, everything feels more serious when it could just be nothing at all. You know, you might have a little indigestion or something and you think it's a heart attack, or you might have, I don't know, soreness in your neck and you're like, oh my gosh, is it cancer? Am I growing a tumor or something like that? You know, it's just, I can't believe, like, I've had friends that I used to play with in junior high, they've already passed away. And it just blows my mind because I think back when we were young and we were just playing. And I think, who would have thought that before age 50 you would have died? You know, we never knew that back then when we were playing and having fun. And it's so sad. So those are the things, you know, aside from nobody likes the way, I don't know. I mean, maybe some people do like the way that they look older, but most people don't. Most people, if they could just snap their fingers and not have to go through any procedures or anything like that, we would probably like to look like we did in our 20s with just really nice, tight skin and, you know, just that youthful glow and stuff like that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to look younger. I just don't. There's something very beautiful about looking younger, you know? That's another thing. I keep seeing all these TikToks of like celebrities when they were this age and then now they're this age. And it's so sad that when you're in the public eye like that, like you just, people do that. They make a video about how you once looked and how you look now. And that's so sad and it's cruel and it's, you know, but it's just a fact of life. Like, we just age and we don't get more attractive. I mean, I think that we do inside, but I definitely do not think that we get more attractive physically as we age. And that's just part of life. But it stinks, and some of us like to fight it and other people just, you know, accept it. And I'm a fighter. I'm definitely a fighter, but it gets exhausting. It really does get exhausting sometimes. And sometimes I'm just like, should I just let my silver hair grow out? When I have like an inch of growth, when I pull it back and it's all white, it does look pretty around my face. I do like how bright it is and it's a pretty look, but it's something that you have to just go, okay, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this level. And I might do that like once I have grandchildren, but until then, probably not. Probably not. That's just me, you know, I don't know. Everybody's different. But you want everybody to be different because how boring would this world be if we were all the same and we were just all making the same decisions, you know? Boring, very boring. Anyway, I'm gonna end this on a positive note. I'm gonna go home because it's Friday and I'm gonna pour myself a cocktail. I don't know what I'm gonna have. I'm not sure. Sometimes I just like to have this vanilla. It's not vanilla, it's called whipped vodka. And I'll just put like, mix it with like some strawberry enhanced water. And I love it, it's so good. But yeah. And then I got sushi for me and my daughter so that we could have it tonight. They make the best sushi at my local grocery store. It's so good. And so we actually like it better than when we go to restaurants and get sushi. I'm not even joking. Hi, baby.
Hi.
How was your day?
Good.
Yeah. Okay, so I just wanted to show you some PR that has been sent to me recently. And, you know, occasionally I'll just get, you know, somebody will just send me something or a company will send me something. I think they just send it out to a bunch of influencers, hoping that they'll make a video on it. And, you know, occasionally I might be very interested in something. And so I might consider collaborating. Now, I don't do a lot of collaborations, if you've noticed. I don't do a lot of sponsored videos. I do the Venus videos pretty regularly. And other than that, it's just kind of few and far between that I will go ahead and collaborate with a company. I am just really, really picky. I get emails daily, several, at least 10 emails daily, asking if I would like to collaborate with a company and do a paid sponsorship or something like that. And the first thing that I do is I go to their website and I check out their items and I check out, you know, whatever it is that they're selling. And if it's not my style, if it's not something that I would use, if it's not, you know, up my alley, then I'm not going to bring it to you guys because I don't want to put my name behind it. You know, like a while back, I actually had a company send me a bunch of skincare. And it seemed really nice. It seemed really luxurious. The packaging was beautiful. I'm not going to name the company because I know that there are a few other influencers that do like it. And so I don't want to, you know, tarnish. I don't want to mess with that. But anyway, once I started looking into the ingredients, I started to notice that they had fragrance in every single product. And so I'm not going to make a video on it. I'm not going to suggest it. I'm not going to, because it's not something that I would use on my skin because of the fragrance. And, you know, now we know that fragrance is not good for our skin and could cause, you know, contact dermatitis and stuff like that. And so, but anyway, so there have been things. Clinique actually sent me a bunch of stuff. It was like last year, and they sent me a bunch of skincare. And the only reason I didn't show you guys the skincare is because I couldn't even use it because it has titanium dioxide in it. And I have a reaction, I don't know why, to titanium dioxide, not in all products, but in most products, like sunscreens and creams and stuff like that. I can use like a powder that has titanium dioxide in it, but I can't use creams. It makes me break out in these tiny little like rash, like pimples, like my whole chest will turn into like a little rash of like teeny tiny red bumps. And so I didn't tell you guys about it and I felt so bad, you know, but along with that, they also sent me these little, you know, blue light glasses and they say Clinique on them. And so I do use these all the time and I should have probably told you about them because I use them, you know, whenever I'm on my phone. Not every single night, sometimes I'll forget, but I like to use them. And then they also sent me this little rechargeable LED neck reading light. I don't know, you know, it doesn't say Clinique or anything on it. And then they sent me this external battery pack. And I guess it's like a charger and it does say Clinique on it. And then they sent this along with it. And it's just, you know, you put it on your lap. My son does homework on it sometimes and it just says Clinique on the top like that. Anyway, I did feel bad about not mentioning the Clinique stuff because I actually like Clinique. And I do like some of their makeup products and I do like some of their lotions. And some of the skincare, I know that I had something before that I really liked. But anyway, I did use some of it like just on my hands and stuff. And I felt so bad even doing that because I was like, for whatever reason, my hands don't have a reaction to it, but other parts of my body, like my face, my neck, and my chest do. But it was just so soft and so luxurious. So anyway, and then actually Physicians Formula just sent me a big box of goodies. And unfortunately, there's only like 1 or 2 things in there that I can and will use because everything else is just like so packed with glitter. Like it's like a glitter bronzer and a glitter diamond setting spray and glitter eyeshadow. And I'm like, I'm 50, you know, I don't know. It's just not my thing. But there is like a liquid eyeliner that I'll maybe use in an upcoming Get Ready With Me or something like that I do really like. Anyway, I'm just rambling and I'm just trying to let you know that I'm not somebody who just jumps on, you know, sponsored videos or collaborations easily. I could make if I wanted to, I could make so much money here on YouTube because I could respond to every single one of my sponsored video emails and be like, sure, send it to me. Sure, you know, I'll make a video. And they pay, I've gotten anywhere between, I think the lowest I've ever been paid for like a sponsored video was like $500 and the most I've ever been paid was $5,000. So there's a big range there and it's nice, you know, especially if it's something that I use all the time or a place where I actually shop, then I'm like, yay, it's like, it feels like it just fell in your lap and it's just so perfect. A good example of both is Revlon and Venus because I've been buying bathing suits from Venus since I was in my late 20s. And Revlon, I've been using for over 10 years now. I've been using Revlon hair coloring. So when they wanted to collaborate, I was like, oh my gosh, I'd already made several videos using the product that they wanted me to do a sponsored video for. I was like, heck yeah. So anyway, that's all that to say that I'm just really picky about my collaborations. But these 2 companies sent me something and it's really interesting to me, and I have not agreed to collaborate with them. The only correspondence that I had with either one of them was to email them and say, thank you for sending the products. I'll get back with you. You know, let me try them out. Let me see what I think. And then, you know, maybe we'll do a possible collaboration or something like that. So the first one is all of this hair care right here. And it's from a company called Hyel. I have not opened them. I have not used them yet. I can't tell you anything about them. I just wanted to show them to you. You know, some things are reasonably priced. This right here, which I cannot wait to use and try. It's a scalp treatment. It says Complete Recovery Complex. I think this is actually supposed to help try to regrow hair back. This is $65. So that seems kind of expensive. I don't know, you know, how you're even supposed to apply it. I think it's like a dropper or something. I don't know. I haven't even opened. Wow. I mean, look at how pretty that looks. That looks really nice. I don't know. I'll tell you all about it, you know, if I like it. Now that is the Complete Recovery Complex. This is a hydrate shampoo. It says boost strength and vitality. So this is for hydration. Almost all of them say vegan, gluten-free, cruelty-free, no sulfates, no parabens, no harsh salt systems. So that is the hydrate shampoo. It comes with this hydrate mask, and I want to say this is like $45 for this big tub of a hydrate mask. And I cannot wait to use that either, but this is going to be my favorite stuff. Volume shampoo and volume conditioner. Now I think the volume shampoo and volume conditioner is in the 30s. I think they're both like $32, which is reasonable. And I've definitely paid that for shampoo and conditioner in the past. So anyway, can't wait to use that. What is this? This says Active Botanical Concentrate. So it's a blend of oils. So I guess you're supposed to oil your hair or oil your scalp. Yeah, it says provide nutrients to promote healthy hair growth. Okay. And it says 100% natural, synthetic free, no silicones, no mineral oils, no synthetic fragrances. And then we have, oh, I can't wait to use this one too. This is a Hydrate Leave-In Conditioner. I love leave-in conditioners. And I think this is also supposed to protect your hair from heat styling and UV rays. And let's see, what's this? This is a volume spray. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to try it. And then it comes with this little, just kind of massage brush. I have one of these already and I love it. Now, one thing that's kind of cool about this company is that you can go on their website and take this quiz. And I can't remember, like a lot of the questions are obviously your age, you know, whether you're perimenopausal, what kind of hair you have. It even asks like how much exercise you get or how you eat, you know, if you eat properly, because all that stuff, it attributes, you know, contributes to the way that our hair looks. And so anyway, you answer all these questions and then they will suggest to you which products they think that you would benefit from the most. Okay, so this right here was also sent to me and it came with two parts. So here is, it's called a Pro Facial Wand. And let me show you what it looks like. So it comes in a box like this. Now this is the Pro Facial Wand. Now I've already charged it up. I charged it up overnight. And it's got these attachments. Let's start with this attachment. So you just kind of push it in and it just goes in there really firmly. And then you can adjust the settings down here. And then you push the button. I don't know if you can see anything there. It definitely makes a different noise when you press it up against your skin. So when it's like this, it's just, and it also, I feel like it turns my hand red. Like, I don't know if you could see that. Can you see that? But when I let go, it's just really light. I don't even have it up all the way. Let's see. Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, whoa. That might be a little bit too much. Wow. Oh, look at that. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Now, one thing I'm noticing is that when I just press this button like this on the highest frequency, nothing happens down here at my finger. But when I press it to my skin, it's like I can feel that same sensation up here as I do here. It's almost like my skin is connecting something, like my hand and my finger. Ooh, yeah, see, I'm feeling it down here too. But when I just go like that, I don't feel anything. Ooh, that's weird. Maybe I have it too high. Let's see. Okay, when I turn it down, I don't feel that. That is crazy. Then it comes with another little attachment like this. I think this one's supposed to be the most intense. And what it does is it just like generates a high frequency current or energy, and it's supposed to help with it's supposed to help shrink your pores. It's supposed to help with fine lines and wrinkles. And it's also supposed to help with pimples and acne scars and actually bacteria. Like it's supposed to help get the bacteria out of your pores, the bacteria that causes acne. Oh yeah. I can feel that. And the one that I can't wait to use the most is actually this one right here, because look at that. What do you think that's supposed to do? That is supposed to help with this area that we all are having issues with now that we're 50, right? Ooh, I have it turned up too high. Okay. I feel like I need some serum or something so that I can, I'm gonna turn it up real high. Oh! See, it's doing something here at my finger whenever I turn it up that high. Oh, it's still doing it. Okay, so I will let you know in the future what I think about this Pro Facial Wand. You know, if all of a sudden I hop on YouTube and I've got this totally chiseled jaw and I've got these teeny tiny little pores, then you'll know that it's working really well, right? So I follow this little girl named Taylor Donahue. Well, she's not a little girl. She's actually in her 20s, but I'm 50. So anybody who's in their 20s, I just consider little, or I should say younger. She's a younger girl. But anyway, her name is Taylor Donahue, and I follow her on TikTok and I follow her on Instagram. She actually follows me. I know she follows me on YouTube because she prepared one of my meals the other day that I prepared on YouTube. She prepared it on her TikTok, and she actually gave me credit for it. I thought it was the sweetest thing. Anyway, I love her because she literally has something to say about everything, and I'm the same way. So anytime I'm scrolling and I see her video, I just watch it because she always has something so interesting to say about whatever's going on in her life. Anyway, she was wearing this top, not this exact color, but this style in one of her videos the other day, and she said she got it off Amazon. So I went straight over to her Like to Know It to find it, and look how cute it is. It comes right to the top of your pants like that, but I just love this, you know, one shoulder look. And I love that the sleeves are nice and fitted, and this one's actually longer, I guess, because this one comes down, but you can't lift this up. Like, it's not meant to be worn up at all. So anyway, I just love this top. And so yeah, that's just another cute top that I, you know, once I saw her in it, I was like, I gotta get one too.